Today I'm going to talk about products. Woohoo! Ba-boom, tish. Before we begin, I have tried to do my makeup like I did in 2014. I was inspired by this period here. I don't know whether or not I have succeeded in my mission, but that is what I have tried to do. A thick block of eyeliner across the top. And it's weird because when I look at myself in my viewfinder, my eyes don't look right. There's nothing on the bottom. Well, a bit of mascara, but there's no shadow. So my eyes, they're weird. Anyway, products. For the last year or so, I have been trying to use up as many of my cosmetics as possible, which sounds quite easy, but we're talking about me here. I'm a hoarder. There's been a few reasons for trying to get through everything. The first thing is space and practicality. I haven't needed all the stuff I've had. And everything I have had, I have used, so I've not been able to donate. I've had to use it or give it away to friends or family. Next reason, I've needed to compress the amount of possessions that I own, because in the new year I'm going to be moving out, so I need less stuff. But the next reason is the big one. Truthfully, one of my big missions in the last year has been to try and get closer to being cruelty-free. Lots of people who embark on being cruelty-free literally throw out everything they own that isn't cruelty-free. And for me, I can't do that. 1, because of hoarding disorder. 2, because I think it's bad for the environment. And 3, I don't like the idea of wasting hundreds of pounds that I've spent. You've got the products, you might as well use them. Which sort of leads me back to the dilemma that I haven't been using things because I've been struggling to use them. Yes. And in the last 2 years or so, I have severely cut down on purchasing new stuff. You'll notice I have barely done any hauls in the last 2 years. That's not to say that companies have not sent me products, because they have. So it's quite hilarious when you think about it. Despite the fact I've been trying to let things go, I'm being given stuff. So all of this has been leading up to the fact that I have been trying to embark on cruelty-free, but there's a few struggles en route, which will eventually get sorted out, of course, because everything will go off eventually. But also that I have been finding cruelty-free products to swap over stuff with. So this video is sort of like a mumble jumble of products that I have been using that are cruelty-free, products that I love, of course. So as far as I'm aware, the majority of stuff that I'm about to hold up is cruelty-free, as of December 2017. The first product I have is shower gel from Treacle Moon. I love this stuff. From the ingredients, I personally feel it is quite synthetic, but it is vegan. And it has a great consistency, it's thick, it's a shower gel that doesn't fall off your body in the shower. What's the point in buying a shower gel if it doesn't stick to your body and do stuff? I recently bought this from Tesco's and it was on offer. I think this was £1 or £2. And this is one I have already finished. This is my favourite. This is the Marshmallow Hearts. It was a similar colour to this. This is strawberry. Another thing that annoyed me a bit is when I got halfway through the bottle, it was a bit of a pain to get it out. You're sort of squeezing really hard. So I ended up putting the shower gel in a original source empty bottle that I had. It's a good reason for holding onto the bottles. I can repurpose them. So this is a original source bottle, but with Treacle Moon shower gel inside. Not only is this good for storage, it uses up less space because it's thin, but it is better to squeeze. Anyway, shower gel. So this, along with Lush, is the only stuff I use. The next thing I have is Thayer's toner water. Now recently I mentioned this in a video, but I was too hyped up on coffee. I didn't actually explain what this was, so I'm going to talk about it now. I guess it's self-explanatory. Toner water. It's lightweight, it doesn't have a heavy fragrance, and this is the only bottle I have that has the Peter cruelty-free bunny on it. One of you actually recommended this to me many months ago and then bought this for me in October. And I am grateful, and this is something I have been using every day. Ooh, it's going everywhere. In the past I have been obsessed with Lush's toner waters. I do recommend those, but I've been using those ones for so many years now. I am so happy to have a change. The primary way I use this is squishing this onto cotton wool balls and rubbing it all over my face. However, recently I've been trying something else. I have repurposed another spray I've had and put it in here. So I just spritz my face like that. So if you do see this in my videos in the future, you know that it's that product inside. Oh, another thing about it that I like is no alcohol. So I haven't tried the rose. I do like the lavender though, although I don't think it smells like lavender. It's quite soapy in a way, but I like it. The next company that I love are Tisserand, and you will hear me talk about Tisserand till the end of time. I recommend the entire Tisserand range. One thing I should say during this is I am not paid to talk about any of the products that I am mentioning. This is all my own stuff, my own opinions. Sometimes I worry I come across like I'm selling when in fact, nah, I'm holding up stuff. But as for Tisserand, they, along with Palmer's, are my favourite brands of stuff. I've got no words today. I love the rollerballs, I love the room sprays, but in 2017 I discovered 2 new products. The first one is a pillow mist. Now this is not a room spray and pillow mist. One product that I have used obsessively in the last 2 years is the Botanics lavender spray. That's what I repurposed for the toner water. Now this is a room spray and a pillow spray, and this product I adore. It's heavy lavender. And it is a multi-purpose product. But when it comes to this has a different fragrance. It's not quite the same as the roll-on, but it's lavender, sandalwood and jasmine. And I'm stressing the fact that this is a pillow mist because I believe the fragrance doesn't last as long as this, because this is a multi-purpose product. It depends what you're after, it depends what fragrance you're after, but yeah, I would recommend either of those two. The next product from Tisserand I have is the White Mint and Lavender Hand Cream. Now this is mighty strong stuff. I tend to use this before I go to bed, sometimes when I don't feel like spraying my lavender spray. Because it's so strong I can smell it on my hands. I haven't tended to use this during the day, so I don't know whether or not it lasts, but as something to do before I go to bed, for me it works that way. This has to be the best hand cream I have used from Tisserand. I've tried a couple of their other ones in the past, and although they smell gorgeous, they don't tend to last on my hands, whereas this does. I'm just using up some other hand cream at the moment during the day and saving this for nighttime. That is so nice, it really is. The next product I have is the Anti-Blemish Mud Quick Fix Facial Mud Mask. I didn't think this would be cruelty-free because it was cheap and cheerful from Tesco, but it is, according to the internet. Now this is a product which I bought in March and I don't use it too often, but when I do, I notice a massive difference in my skin. I go through periods where my skin is quite oily, and if I throw this all on for a couple of minutes, wash it all off, my skin is sort of refreshed. The oil has been zapped. I mean, it's got kaolin clay, avocado oil, blueberry, willow bark extracts, and it says you can get 10 facials in this, and I have definitely got more out of it than that. I must say though, the big negative is that it smells like yogurt and hairspray. That's a bit off-putting. This is the only quick fix product I have tried, so in the future I might try some of the other ones. Now I'm going to talk about the one product that I have found that I love that is not cruelty-free. I honestly thought OGX were cruelty-free. They say they are on their website, but I know it's not as simple as that. And I currently have about 6 bottles of various shampoos and conditioners from this company, so I will continue to be using OGX for a long time to come. And I struggle a bit because it is my favourite brand for conditioner of all time. So OGX, come on, stop selling in China! That's my dad coming down the stairs. Hi Dad!
Hi.
Hey! One product from OGX that I have been using for the last 4 years that I absolutely adore is the coconut milk conditioner. I've talked about this conditioner far too much. It's perfect, but I still have some left. But the product that I found in October that I love, not quite to the same extent as this, but I have been loving, is the coconut water conditioner. Now this can last me an entire year, just this one bottle. As I said, I'll be using this for a long time. Whereas this, I'm about this way through and I've only been using it 2-3 months. The consistency is entirely different. This is like a thick cream and I don't need that much for any hair that I have. It's why it lasts so long, whereas this, I feel I need a lot. But it really does what it says. It does hydrate my hair when it's like straw. Oh, and it's a much better fragrance. This has a weird fragrance. I've grown to love it, but still, weird fragrance. So I know that I have 8 bottles, perhaps, of their stuff, but I will not be buying any more. And the last products I have are cruelty-free. They're from VIDMAS. And no, I'm not sponsored. I did say that Tisserand and VIDMAS are my favourite brands. This is why. I am in love with their skincare. It is absolutely perfect for me. For a long time now, I have been using their body moisturiser. You guys know I'm obsessed with this. I could talk about this till the end of time again. It's delicious. It smells like chocolate. It works. It makes you hungry. It's just a perfect product. Thank you, VIDMAS. And then this year, I was introduced to the skincare range from VIDMAS. When it comes to new skincare, I get quite worried because my skin reacts harshly every time I change products. That happens to lots of people, but for me it can take several months to adjust to something new. Another reason for getting nervous for trying new stuff. But amazingly, my skin adapted to this so fast. I must admit, I think one of the big reasons for that is because I have been using a Magnitone facial brush this year, which is soaked. Thanks. And maybe that is cleaning my face better. It's supposed to. But as for the VIDMAS products, we have a facial scrub, we have a cleanser. Now they call this a cleanser and makeup remover. For me, I'm just using this as a cleanser. And we have a moisturiser. I started using this in September when it was still quite warm, and for me this was far too heavy. You wouldn't use this with oily skin. However, in the last month or so, my skin has been so dry because of the cold weather, and this has been perfect. And truthfully, you need the most smallest amount. That will do my entire face. So I'll be using this forever. They do have an interesting fragrance. It's the same fragrance across the skincare, but it is a different fragrance from the body moisturiser. It's not as chocolatey, it's more woody. I'm not a fan of products with grapefruit and citrus as the primary fragrance. It makes me think of cleaning products. So for this, it feels more natural, I suppose. The woodiness appeals to me. For me, this product is very similar to this product here, only it's finer. Of course, it's different ingredients, and it also feels more moisturising in a way. But if you love that, then you'll love this, although the fragrance is entirely different. And as for the cleanser slash makeup remover, I do feel that it manages to get all the bad stuff off my face, but I have never used this as an eye makeup remover. When it comes to a skincare nighttime routine, I take off all my makeup with No. 7 makeup wipes, and then I go in with this, with the Magnitone. Now this is an extremely weird product. It is like a gel, but it's a very sticky, weird consistency. I've never felt anything like it. In a way, it's a bit like sticky glue, like someone's melted down a Pritt stick, but it smells divine. And it's such a good cleanser. I feel great when I use that. So again, I recommend all of that. I haven't got much left of those two. I've been using these since September. I think they'll probably last me till March. We will see. I mean, there's other products that I have that I like, but I don't know about their cruelty-free status. Those of you who know me know that I am obsessed with Dove Pure deodorants, but they have stopped making this. Oh yeah, and Dove's owned by Unilever. Bless you. I told you he sneezes. I told you. Bless you. It's my dad. The amount of times my dad has sneezed in the background of my videos is, bless you, is unbelievable. So I've been on the hunt for another deodorant that has no fragrance, and some of you introduced me to Mitchum. According to the internet, this is a vegan deodorant, but it's not necessarily cruelty-free. It's unclear whether or not it is or isn't. But for the time being, it's vegan, so that's a step in the right direction. I will do more on this whole subject in the new year, but my ultimate goal for today was to talk about cruelty-free 2017 products. Hi Grable! Come here, you monster. She never ever looks happy, so I have to continuously explain that it's just her face. Sorry. Cats and hot chocolate make life worthwhile. They really do. Anyway, I hope that this video has been relatively informative. It's also informed you of how my brain works and why it's taking so long to get through products. I am trying, and I'm getting there ever so slowly. Okay, that's everything in my brain. If you have any comments, product suggestions, company suggestions, please leave them downstairs below. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.